I believe, voluntarily joined his army to fight for freedom overseas. And I believe we've been bamboozled, run amok, mentally locked down with mind cuffs, waiting on a cracker to crack the clouds and come lift me up. Patiently I await while I'm stuck, sinking fast in deceitful quicksand, hit with African images of Tarzan, come out of the madman, giant, goddamn lesbian, images of sugar ceiling, cracker images as Nefertiti, in order to justify genocide, first dehumanize, then destroy.
Without further ado, I'd like to present the sound and introduce to others a tireless fighter in the interest of black people, in the interest of black justice. Here to the Jiggy, South East.
Black women as gold digging holes so that I place no value in them. So mentally distraught, I set my sights on a democratic cracker to grant me my human rights. My savior is my enslaver, therefore my enslaver I refuse to fight. American political.
Our God commands hope and prosperity to African people. These are God's made death to all enemies. How you doing, brothers and sisters? Glad you can make it out. You know, we got here today. We were ready to go. We thought we was ready to go, but somebody said they don't want you to get this message today. But that's all right. We found a way to get it done, and we're going to do the best we can to tackle a real tough topic here. You know that Christianity, racism, white supremacy, that's a tough topic. Y'all know that, right? All right. Thank you for coming out for the tough stuff. Want to start right here. I want to tell a quick story, brother, since it's something near and dear to our heart. We have to do this. We wish we didn't, but we do. This is a true story. How many people in here have seen the movie Sankofa? Done by brother Holly Karima, has his own store on Georgia Avenue right across the street from Howard University. And they actually made that movie some years ago, a movie about slavery, excellent movie. If you haven't seen it, you want to go see it. And I was talking to a brother in Sankofa, and he said, after they made the movie, when they first made the movie, they started making a lot of money, people were buying, and then it stopped just like that. And at first, you know, because they got Negroes like 2 blocks down, just to give you an example of how bad Negroes can be in terms of stealing from black people. They 2 blocks from the store, the House of Kemet, we call it the House of Bootleg. Right. And instead of walking 2 blocks, they ain't got to pay shipping. To ask the brother to get a good deal, they go and steal from the brother, their own brother, 2 blocks down. But we want to really show you how insidious this bootlegging is. And this is a true story. I was talking to the brother, he said, after some years, we found out that who was really killing us was in New York. A white so-called Jew and an Arab started their own company, a warehouse, bootlegging Sankofa. Wow. So I said, hold on. I said, wait a minute, bro. Wait. I said, wait a minute. You're not going to tell me a small hat on his way with a missile to murder some Palestinian children and a Palestinian with a suicide bomb on his way to try to liberate and fight for his people got a phone call with each other and decided they was going to meet on some hill, some halfway between the desert and the cave or something, because they want to steal. I said, that's not possible. I mean, the Jew and the hat and the Arab. And then I thought about it. I said, you know, that makes a lot of sense. Nobody who's oppressing black people want us to wake up. Nobody who's oppressing black people. So you say, well, why would they sell the product? That's getting the information out. No, the bootlegger don't get the information out. The reason he can sell the product is because the information's already getting out. What the hat said and the Arab said is, you know what? We don't want anybody getting this information. So this is what we're going to do. We can't stop this one. But if we take the profits from it, there'll never be a second one. As a consequence, Brother Holly Karima's never done anything on the magnitude of Sankofa. Why? Because all this hard-earned work is going into the pockets of the small hat and the Arab. We say that to say, we know that the brothers that are bootlegging black people across the country, they're not as insidious as this Arab and the small hat. They're not sitting around thinking, you know, I'm going to destroy the black race in that way. But in essence, they're doing the exact same thing. They're ensuring that you won't have those old days we used to go see Dr. John Henry Clark, Yosef Ben Yachanan. You go to see Asa Hilliard, peace be upon him, all at the same time. Because there's no incentive for young people to get involved in a movement where they know before they start that anything they do will be stolen. So I want to say to brothers and sisters, we got to stop supporting the thieves and the criminals in our community. We ain't no different than the hip-hoppers if we don't say, look, right is right, wrong is wrong. So, consequence throughout the course of this lecture, you're going to see this come up here. We want you to give us a call and you see the people bootlegging. And please, brothers and sisters, stop supporting the bootlegging because it's killing the movement. Can't talk about Christianity. It's Christianity, racism, white supremacy. How are we going to talk about religion? And I give a special shout out and thank you to, this is Asher Crazy and Sister Mary Crazy. Let's show them some love, brother. Master teacher. I say, in my estimation, my personal opinion, this black man has done the absolute best job in giving people our story in such a way that a 5-year-old and a 55-year-old can understand it just as well. The history of African people taking us back to ourselves. So I want to encourage people. He has a series called Christianity, the Stolen Religion from Africa, parts 1 and 2. This is the website you can go to purchase, and this is the phone number you can go to get it. And I just want to say that this is the type of man, what he's done for us, brothers and sisters, he won't be properly appreciated until long after he's gone, but at least you can do it, particularly for those who are really serious about religion and interested in understanding what's going on. Call that brother up and get these products. You'll be happy you got them. Am I telling the truth? All right. Well, I don't do no big long introduction. We get right on into this thing. We're going to talk about religion and spirituality. We African people, we might as well go ahead and start with ourselves. Let's talk about our story. Before we had any other people that we knew, any other people on this planet, African people, black people, we had our own story. Right. And this is one of our ancient stories that comes out of the Nile Valley. We call it Kemet, land of the blacks. Europeans now changed and call it Egypt. It was the story of Asar, Aset, and Haru, the first mother and father, the first trinity. And basically, the first father was Asar. The Greeks would later call him Osiris. And the first mother was the goddess Aset. That was his wife. And they were married, but they had never consummated the marriage, if you will. And so she had never gotten pregnant. And she was a virgin. And Asar had an evil brother named Set, who was jealous of Asar. So he invited Asar to a meeting, and he got some conspirators together, and he killed him. He cut him into 14 pieces and spread his body throughout the Nile. And of course, the goddess Aset, finding that her husband had been murdered, went throughout the land and put pieces of his body back together. Now, this is a story. I don't want you to actually think some black people went around cutting each other up, okay? Right. It's a story designed to talk about hope and the spirit of our people. Because she put his body together, she found all the parts except for his penis. And then later that will become worship. As when you go downtown and you see the Washington Monument, you're actually looking at the black man's penis. Right. Now, I'm not lying to you, I'm not being vulgar, but Asar resurrected. Because see, the hope was gone when his physical body was gone. But his wife, in putting his body back together, his spirit returned. And his spirit impregnated her. And so she became pregnant with a child. Now, it's called immaculate conception because there was no physical contact. It was all spiritual. It's a story designed to teach a lesson. So she becomes pregnant with the baby Haru. And Set finds out that the goddess of Set is pregnant. And he tries to hunt the baby down, but she saves the baby. He grows up. He finds out what happened to his father. He finds out that his evil uncle Set is ruling the land. There was once a balanced and benevolent kingdom and prosperous kingdom under his father Asar. And now it's turmoil and everything is upside down now under the rulership of Set. And so he goes to war and defeats his evil uncle Set, returns the kingdom to balance, and he becomes what we call our hero, our savior, Haru. One who comes in a time of misery, one who comes when it appears that all hope is lost. And Haru didn't just represent the story of this God that we worship a deity. It represented the ability in all of us to overcome our obstacles, to get up when we're down, to see that there's always a tomorrow. And our ancestors showed Haru and represented him as a falcon. Why a falcon? Because our ancestors are a metaphor. Every evening the sun goes down, and that represents despair and hopelessness. But our ancestors said every morning, you don't got to worry about it. It's like clockwork. You turn to the east, and Ra's gonna rise. And when we saw the sun rise, that represents new hope and new life. And we saw the falcon fly high in the sky, and our ancestors said, that falcon, that's Haru, that's the hope that we had. Isn't that a beautiful story? Let's give our ancestors a hand, because this is a beautiful job. I mean, even though things don't look that good for black people right now, we still have hope. That's our story. So now we got to get into, because we can't even talk about Christianity. So don't tell me about all this stuff. We gonna get there. Take your time, man. Take your time. Don't move too fast, man. I want to make a point. I want to make it very clearly. Contrary to popular belief, brothers and sisters, God don't come and give people religion. That's not how it works. Religion and spirituality are the resting place for people's culture. Let me say it again. Religion and spirituality are a resting place for people's culture. The way people treat one another, the way we relate to one another, the foods we eat, the things that we find sacred, our celebrations. Eventually, a people look around their surroundings and determine what they find to be sacred. And in those things, they elevate to a godlike status, and they become their beliefs, their religion, their spirituality. Now, we look at our story, and we see that in our Trinity, there was a God, a goddess, and a child, right? So then we got to say that comes from the culture, because in Africa, the black man and woman viewed one another as complementary partners in the journey of life. That was the important thing. And the idea of sexual contact, the only thing we had was the idea that sex was, it was viewed by black people as an enjoyable means of procreation and communication between a consenting man and consenting woman. And so, the foundation of black civilization, where did we spend our time, was in nurturing the relationship between men and women, between father and daughter, father and mother, between mother and son. These relationships were critical because these are how we built the pyramids. These are how we built great civilizations. These were the things we found most important to us. And so when the Europeans came into Kemet, what they call Egypt today, they saw 40-foot colossals of men and women in love. This is Amenhotep III and Queen T. Everywhere you see her, she's got her hand on his knee. And they're the same size, and the Europeans said, what is this? They never seen anything like this. When they came in there, we saw that on every temple, you see gods and you see goddesses, a balance. And so that got translated into our religion. That's why you have a god and a goddess. You understand where we at, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's talk about the European. I want to make a point now. When our ancestors first saw the European and their behavior, our ancestors had no words or no description, no understanding. Because we had a concept of evil. Remember Seth? Seth was evil. I mean, he killed his brother, he cut him up, he was jealous.
Right.
But in all of his wickedness and evil, he didn't never think about molesting no little boy. I mean, even in our concept of evil, he didn't think about laying with another man.
Right.
What I'm trying to say is that when we saw Europeans, our ancestors had nothing in their mind to say what this thing is that we're looking at that will behave like this.
Right.
In fact, our ancestors would draw Europeans, what we call Europeans today. And they would draw them and they would call them the spiritless people. They said they don't have spirits and souls. This is the message that our ancestors left for us. They would draw them with all kind of tattoos. They said they write on their bodies as if their temples don't mean anything.
Right.
And I want you to understand, because I want you to, sometimes we hear these stories and we can't relate to them. But how many people remember the first time you saw the rock band Kiss? Or the heavy metal? Y'all remember what I'm talking about? Remember you were young and you kind of looked at them and said, what? Well, like you look at Manson here, Marilyn Manson, and you look at it, and you just don't know that's what our ancestors would do. The best thing I can come up with, I went and saw this movie. It was called 30 Days, 30 Nights. How many people saw the movie? It's an old vampire movie, right? And I thought it was a pretty good movie. You got white folks running around, and the white vampires trying to kill the white folks, and the white folks trying to kill the white vampires. I can't figure out who the good guys are. I don't know who the root for. I'm using both sides. And so they got you. It was a funny. I said, boy, this really puts it where it is. There was one part of the movie I really liked. It was a mean Nordic kind of white boy. They had blood dripping all off. That's a mean vampire. I said, that's a mean white boy there. And the white female, the vampires, they caught her and they had her on the ground, right? And they was about to kill her, so she said, God, Jesus, please, God, you gotta help me, The white boy walked up smooth, man. He walked up to him, leaned over to him, he said, shh, no God. I said, that's that white boy. That's him. And don't ask me for no fancy explanation. I don't know, it just feels like that's that white boy. That's what our ancestors saw. They saw the white boy. And look at how I get this shit. No God. That's it right there. But now, we want to understand, what are the behavior that we're talking about? Let's talk real briefly about some of the history of the European. We got to understand, what is our ancestors we're looking at? In the caves and hills of Europe, the Europeans that had no concept of right or wrong, no concept of good nor evil, no concept of laughter. He was going to kill or be. In order for him to survive, he didn't have vegetables or anything of that nature. He had to do something to survive. So he would go out and kill that wild. And then that blood became sacred to him. Killing became sacred because that meant he could live another day. And the only enjoyment he would get out of life is a kill or sexual contact with his female. Now this is a very interesting thing because it was a highly competitive environment because there was scarce resources, so the white male would be out there killing this wild turd to it, ready to take it back to his family. The female presented a problem for him. He enjoyed the sexual contact, but he started noticing. About 9 months after that, she started producing another mouth that he couldn't feed. So he became bitter and angry because he said, you know, I can't even feed us hardly now you're going to do this to me. Sex became like a trick to him. So he became bitter with her, and so she developed a multitude of different ways to please him sexually so that she wouldn't have a child, but she could still be fed by this male and he wouldn't kill her. Well, that worked for a while, but he began to look for alternative means for enjoyment. So he started recognizing, wow, if I have sexual contact with a young girl prior to her puberty, I can do this as much as I want to, and it won't produce any mouths I won't feed. As a consequence, a daily regimen, I want you to understand this wasn't something that happened from time to time. Daily life in the Caucasus Mountain, little girls, their job was to be the sexual toilet for the males. Brothers, uncles, fathers, whoever. That was just what they did. Every day, all day. He also went out and experimented with other males and said, hey, this won't produce life either. Then he went out and experimented with animals and said, whoa, I really like this. Now, don't ask me why I ain't no European. I'm just recording it. I'm the messenger documenting the history. Don't ask me too many whys because you get to a place where I can tell you I don't know. But this is where our discussion of religion starts. And I know you say it's a strange place, but when we're talking about religion, we say religion and spirituality are the resting place for culture. For whatever reason, the European male, when he got to the little boy, I want you to listen to what I'm saying very carefully. That became his idea of being in love, a sexual contact with a little boy. Listen to what I'm saying to you. I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. In Africa, the ancient love story of Africa was between man and woman. That was the only concept we had of being in love, per se. Listen, in Europe, prior to coming into Africa and looking at what African people were doing, there was no concept of a man and woman being in love. There were no statues. There was none. Every concept of being in love was a grown male with a little boy. Here we see Zeus. This is their supreme god. The story of Zeus is that Zeus fell in love with this little boy on earth named Ganymede, the most beautiful little boy on earth. That's their description. He descended as an eagle, kidnapped this little boy, took him to Mount Olympus, raped and sodomized him in order to make him his lover. That is the love story of ancient Greece. Okay? And you say, why am I saying this? This is very important for us to understand. This is their god. It is a reflection of their culture. Matter of fact, Plato tells us that they call it pederasty, which is sexual contact between a grown man and a little boy. He said, pederasty alone is capable of satisfying a man's highest and noblest aspirations. And the love between man and woman, when spoken of at all, is altogether inferior. It is a purely physical impulse whose sole object is the procreation of life. Y'all mad at me? I didn't make white folks like, don't look at me like that. I'm just saying, look, they're saying that the only concept that there really is of someone being in love, an emotional relationship, the only one that really exists is with a young male. And so we see this reflected in their artwork and in their entire culture. This is Zeus with Ganymede. This is one of the many depictions of their idea of love. Now, I'm going to show you why we worked so long. It took a while for us to get started. I know it's the white folks somewhere. The spirit of white folks saying, please, we don't want that kind of truth out here today. I'm going to show you a clip now, because I know sometimes we say these things and you think this is coming from us, and it might not be history, it might be our interpretation. Let's go hear it for ourselves. Everybody on board with that? All right. Y'all got your boots on, don't you? All right. Some come flowing down. That ain't me.
The lascivious behavior of the elite Greek male was mirrored in the antics of his gods. The all-powerful Zeus was a philandering husband whose sexual appetites ran the gamut from goddesses to mortal women to young boys. Romantic love between men and women was not the norm in classical Greece. Plato himself sang the praises of love between men in the Symposium. Male homosexual relationships often involved an older man with a younger boy, a practice known as pederasty.
certain subcultures in Greece, particularly the elite subcultures, romanticized the relation between an adult male and a pubescent boy. It was a rite of passage in a sense. There were certain rules of...
The defeat of the sacred band of Thebes marked the end of the classical period in ancient Greece and the beginning of the Hellenistic. This dynamic era ushered in many changes in Greek culture, especially in the arena of sexuality. The female nude gradually replaced the male nude as the Greeks' ideal form of beauty. Erotic bonds between men and women strengthened, taking the place of male-male relationships. It seems the wise and learned Greeks had finally discovered the humanity of woman.
Did I tell you the truth?
Yes, sir.
I mean, did I lie to you? They tell us about their culture. I'm going to tell you why this is important, but I want you to understand. Europeans have a little bit over 2,000 years of trying to cultivate a relationship between men and women. Before that, they didn't even know that it existed. In fact, they came into Africa, and when they saw men and women as couples, they were so angry. I just want you to imagine, this is make it simple. Imagine if all of us in this room went somewhere, they said they wanted to come take a look at a place, and we went to look in there, and everywhere we saw men sodomizing boys on the wall. Can you imagine we started ripping stuff off the walls and kicking the stuff? Well, when the European came into Africa and saw the black man and the black woman together, he started breaking statues. He said, ain't no man, what is going on here with men and women? We are actually following the people who didn't know until they came to us even that a man and woman could have a relationship. Right. So we got to start talking about culture. Let's start talking about the history. We're talking about how does Christianity go from, how do our people go from worshiping the black god and goddess concept to where we are today? Let's talk about this. The Greeks come down in 332 BC into Africa, ancient Kemet. This is Alexander the Greek here. And then a family known as the Ptolemies takes over. Now this is very interesting because typical like white folks do. They come in, they want to run everything, right? So Ptolemy looked at the worship of the god of Sar and the worship of Haru and said, no, I want y'all to worship me now. So our ancestors knew that he wasn't God, but you have an option. You either make these statues of Ptolemy or you get your head cut off. So what you gonna do? So we began to make these statues, and Ptolemy's god name was called Serapis. If I say Pretty Boy had a good fight this weekend, you say, oh, okay, Floyd Mayweather fought. When Pretty Boy, that's just his nickname. Well, the god name for Ptolemy became Serapis. So this was the new god that the Greeks were trying to introduce to our people. And so, the Europeans after the Greeks would come in with the Romans. And they would take over Africa, and they said, we like this concept of this Serapis. This white god worship, we like this. And so we're going to talk about a couple of these conferences they had, just a little bit, to understand the formulation of the religion that we call today Christianity. We talk about the individual that Christians talk about being the one who started the modern Christian era. The modern religion institution today we know as Christianity. His name was Constantine. He was a white nationalist. He was a very sophisticated European for his time. He called the meeting, and he had two major issues that we want to talk about. It's called the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. One thing he said is that we want everybody in Europe, because Europeans were constantly fighting. He said they got to stop white folk from fighting and come together. Right. So one, everybody in Europe, we're going to all agree that Serapis is God. And two, the Africans in Africa, you're going to have to believe Serapis is God too. And the second part was there was a brother in Africa, North Africa, who had the support of the people, who was still talking about spirituality being related from the person having a direct relationship with God. His name was Arius, and the people believed in his worship. And Constantine called a meeting and said, look, Arius, you're going to have to change what you're doing and come our direction. Right. So you know the brother, what he said, right? He told him what he could do with his religion. Because he said, I know what you're really trying to do. You want us to worship you. That's not going to work. So he got up, he left the meeting and left and went back to Africa and said, we're not going to have it. Okay. Later, the Europeans would continue to have their meetings. This is the Council of Constantinople in 381 AD, held by Theodosius. The brother was giving them so much problems because the Europeans were starting to agree. You know what? We like this idea of Serapis as God. We can do that. Right. But the North Africans were like, no. We got our beliefs. We don't need your beliefs. And the beliefs of Arius were so strong that they said, we got to do something about this. We got to do something about Africa because we got to get them on board with this new religious system. His son Theodosius II insisted, I want you to pay close attention to this. This is the Council of Ephesus in 431 AD. You know, something is very interesting. You know, when you steal something, you got to be real careful because when you take something, you get everything that comes with it. Like, you steal a car and it got a GPS tracking system. Well, if you don't get rid of that GPS tracking system, you will get caught. You didn't intend to get caught, but you stole the tracking system too. Well, when Europeans took the idea of religion from African people, they got a Sar, a Set, and a Root. That's what it was. Now, the white males who were putting up Serapis as the white god, they didn't really pay much attention to the goddess of Set. But there was a problem. The white females started going into Africa now that the Greeks were ruling and the Romans, and she looked up. For the first time in her life, she realized that a woman could be respected. She saw women on temples right next to men, and she said, I didn't realize this. Understand, she heard about the goddess of Set, who was a virgin, who had saved herself, and that these people down here that built this great civilization actually believed that a woman could have a concept called chastity. She could save herself for a man. She could make a determination of who she wanted to have sexually. They ain't never heard of nothing like that. She didn't know, she did not have a concept of womanhood. She didn't even know, because in her land, all men had ever been in love with was males, little boys. She didn't know that a man, quote unquote, was supposed to be in love with a woman. So the white female fell so in love with you, black woman. I want you to understand. You became a god to her. She worshipped you. And the white boys wasn't paying no attention. By the time the white boy turned around, the majority of Europe was going around, because of the white female, worshiping the goddess of Set. They called her Isis. They literally either had a black goddess, Isis, or sometimes they painted her white, but they're sitting up there worshiping that. And the white boy go, wait a minute, we got a little bit of a problem here. He looks up and says, I'm trying to promote the white god Serapis. Right. Well, how you gonna have a white god and a black goddess? That don't match. Right. So they spent over 100 years trying to clamp down the entire European worship of you as a god, black woman. Before they had their Christianity, before any of these things, they were going through Europe worshiping you. I'm going to tell you, you can still see this happening now. As you look at the Pope, you see the Pope right here, right? When he goes out in public, you see him with the white Jesus and Mary, right? But when you go to the Vatican, ain't no white Jesus and Mary in the Vatican. You look up who he's worshiping, and it's the Queen of Heaven. That's you. It's the King of Heaven. It's the Son of God. That's you. Jet black that they worship there. I want you to understand what I'm saying. I know that this, because I know for some people saying this is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm telling you, black woman, that the white female did not have a concept of womanhood and what being a woman was until she ran into you. But now, we don't expect white folk to tell us everything now, so y'all gonna have to just trust me on some things.
The spring equinox, 200 AD. Roman worshippers marched to honor the Holy Mother of God. She is a popular religious figure in the Roman Empire, a sacred goddess known as the Queen of Heaven and Star of the Sea. Her name is not Mary, it is Isis, and this cult is a significant rival to the religion of Jesus. An ancient Egyptian goddess, Isis was the wife of Osiris, king of the gods. She is depicted on tomb carvings and papyrus scrolls dating back to 2000 BCE. When Egypt became part of the Roman Empire in 30 BCE, the religion of Isis began to spread. Around 40 AD, the Roman Emperor Caligula built a temple to Isis in Rome. By 200 AD, the Isis religion has spread throughout the empire. She is worshipped with dazzling processions. The priests and priestesses of the Isis cult wear white linen as a sign of their purity and chastity.
The men of Rome hate the Isis cult because the women who follow Isis sometimes refrain from intercourse. They dedicate their chastity to Isis during certain times, and this is considered to be something of a bother to the men in their life.
Nonetheless, Isis is venerated by her followers as the Virgin Mother. The similarities between Isis in 200 AD and the Virgin Mary in the Catholic Church are stunning, Both are called Queen of Heaven, and both are called Holy Mother of God.
We might not like to admit it, but the iconography of showing Jesus with Mary as a child in arms is drawn directly from the Isis cult in ancient Egypt, where she is the loving mother of the god Horus.
By the year 500 AD, the worship of Isis is banned, and many of her temples are converted into Christian churches dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Isis worship offered a personal relationship with the goddess. Christianity offered a personal relationship with Jesus.
So in that sense, Isis and Jesus offer very similar packages to the average person in the Mediterranean world.
One scholar has said that people adhere to the Isis cult, but they are converted to the religion of Jesus.
That's some new and different information, isn't it? You start letting Europeans start talking, they start telling each other, you say, wait, what? We think we got some information. Y'all like what PKV got, but let me tell you something. You go in some of these back rooms the Europeans got, the stuff we would find out. I'm saying to you, sister, I want you to understand something, sister. You can't follow behind this European female. See, no, you gotta get back to yourself. But Dr. Khalid Muhammad said the black woman is the mother of civilization, queen of planet Earth, goddess of the universe. Don't want just words. Said you started this whole thing. You gotta put some clothes back on, sister. You gotta stop marking up your body. You gotta remember, you're the one that sets the pace for the planet. Every woman on this planet wants to be you. Now it's time you gotta start wanting to be you. Take the blonde out your hair. You gotta want to be you and start being a trendsetter instead of following behind people that you see. You see, they've been following you the whole time. I hope did that feel good? Let's get a black woman in here. Come on, now. Look. I know this is a lie. I know this heavy, but now I just told you that before Europeans was worshiping anybody else, man, the Europeans just told you. They running through Europe worshiping the black woman. That means you're special, sister. You gotta act that way. You gotta act that way. The world knows that you're special, but you gotta know it. We go here, we're gonna do this last council. It's called the Council of Chalcedon in 451 AD. And this one was basically the Europeans are finally trying to figure out this religious system that they want to make. The problem with it is that in Africa, it was all spiritual. You know, these ideas, Asar and Haru, these ideas. The European is far more physical. We said he had to kill his meat, eat it right there. He needs something that he can touch. Right. So the idea of making it spiritually change, he said, no, we're going to make it simple. Forget all these multiple gods. God is simple. God is Serapis, and God is Serapis on earth too. There's two gods, one of them in the sky, one of them on earth. Both of them white, both of them Serapis. And everybody believes him. Well, that worked for Europeans. But politically, it worked for them for an even better reason. Because the object, politically, is that if they can take black people's direct tie to God away from us, then we'll have to worship wherever the tie is. Now, if God is white and he walked the earth, then that means in order to get to God, we got to go through them. And they arrested spirituality. So they called this meeting here to establish that part. So that's what we're trying to do. We're just going through a little bit of history. I know y'all saying this, what about the church? We're going to talk about the church. We're going to talk about all those things you want to talk about. But I want us to be informed when we talk about what we believe in. At least we should have some information, background, so we understand what we're talking about. So the Europeans called all these meetings. But the last little piece of this formulation of their religious system, one thing, we said that spirituality and religion are the resting place for culture. The European says we got to make our religious beliefs, our culture, match this religion. They had one problem. They had Serapis God. Now they got rid of Isis and called her Mary, mother of God, and Serapis the child. Well, the problem is their highest and noblest aspiration was to have sexual contact with a little boy. So they said we got to now make our religious beliefs match our culture. So they said, okay, this is what we're going to do. The highest ranking figure in our church, the Roman Catholic Church, he's going to be the most spiritual individual. He cannot have any sexual contact with a woman. That's how we know he's spiritual. But he can have as many, rummage through the souls of as many little boys as he wants to. That's fine. Come on now, don't look at me with that twisted face. You know it and I know it. And they also said, wait a minute now. They said, we don't really believe a female should have anything to do with the spiritual story at all anyway. So we got Serapis God, Serapis his own son, and Mary, mother of God. We don't want that female there. So this is what we're going to do. They couldn't figure out what to do. They said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make up this fancy feller named the Holy Ghost, and we're going to play them. Now it's going to be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. No woman inside. Let's let it all match up. A homosexual trend. Hey, this is the truth. You can clap, you gon' clap, but it's still going to entertain them. I didn't do this. I'm going to tell you something, though, brothers and sisters. You say, man, what you saying? Christianity is homosexual? I'm going to tell you this. And this is the truth. It's something that we all know. But remember we said our ancestors looked at the European? And we didn't really, it's kind of like a taboo, some of the stuff you do, and you just kind of, you said there's no God, and you walk away. We've been looking at this right in front of our face since the inception, but we've been ignoring some things. I'm going to prove to you emphatically with things that you already know that you wouldn't admit, but you got to admit them today. We've been looking at a homosexual religion in every aspect. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this definitively. Since its inception, the primary institution that spread homosexuality throughout the world is the Christian church. I'm going to say it again. Since its inception, the primary institution that spreads homosexuality and pedophilia throughout this planet is the Christian church. I'm going to say it even better than that. There's no way that you can look at Christianity from no direction, no which way, up, under, none of that stuff, that it ain't gay. Let's start. Can we agree that anytime your most spiritual individual a man can't have sex with a woman, there's something gay about that? Can we agree that when that same man decides he got a delightful thing for little boys, something homosexual about that? Can we agree, since we know that the history says God got us an Immaculate Conceived Child, and they pulled it out to put another man up there, that's homosexual in this theology? Let's start biting now.